I'm joined with Ayla after some very long games with Shopify. Obviously, I have a little bit of a bias, but those games were like quite close, and I think especially game two, I felt like that game was like the game that kind of like slipped out of you guys' hands. So I did want to start with game two. Like you had a very fed smolder. Um, what do you think like went wrong that game?
So, I mean, I think the fights were back and forth. I think we should have won a lot of the early game fights, but we messed up. So that was unfortunate, but we were scaling was smaller the whole time, so it was fine. I mean, the big points that I remember from game two, River got caught when we had Baron. That was like really, really big because we got Baron. We should have been able to break a bunch of T2s, maybe in inhib, depending on how well we siege. But we failed that. So basically, our Baron got nothing. And then the second time I remember was River got caught again. It was our Raptor bush, and after River got caught, we also lost smaller sums, and that's like really, really massive. So FPI lost Flash and Barrier, and then the next team fight hidden a Flash, so they kind of just full sent for him, and we just lost the team fight.
Yeah, I guess 100 Thieves is like this very scrappy team, and I was talking to Palafox and he actually mentioned like 100 Thieves is like probably their worst matchup. They feel like you guys usually do quite well. And I asked Quid as well about like the matchup, and he said, "Well, normally we're not that great in the early game, but we're really good in team fights. And Shopify's not that good early game. They don't punish us, so it's like really easy for us to play into Shopify." But he also mentioned how like it's been very stressful these past few weeks with like scrims not going too well and like not feeling like you guys are playing very well on stage, even though you're getting the wins. So I kind of wanted to get your like not vibe, but like how you're feeling about like everything between the practice, the and the stage games. Like, what is the 100 Thieves like form currently?
Uh, I mean, definitely before this week, we had like really, really bad scrims. So yeah, I can understand what Quid's saying. We had really shit scrims. We lost like every scrim, even against bottom tier teams, which we usually do pretty well in scrims against. So at that time was rough. This week we did better. wasn't wasn't like we stumped everyone, but we did much better than the previous week. So it was better, but I'd say how was our form? Uh, I'd say it's a bit flippy. So I wouldn't say we're playing the best that we can be right now. So not great, but not horrible. Or maybe it's pretty bad, I guess, since we lost.
I mean, I guess more are the panic buttons being like pressed in like internally in 100 Thieves, or is it more of like, okay, we can figure this out?
I mean, we were figuring it out, and after we lost to ACU, I guess we'll probably have some tough talks, and maybe the panic button will be pressed, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah. I guess like comparing to like Split One, right? You bring in FBI. Your play specifically has improved a lot from last year. I don't know if you personally feel that way, but at least like broadcast, like the eye test kind of shows that you've been playing a lot better. You've been cleaner with your engages. Even today, like in the game two that you lost. Wait, no, it was game one, where you were playing Leona, and like you were getting all these like really cool engages through like specific pockets of vision. It felt like sort of like an evolution to your gameplay. And you brought an FBI who like seems to be an upgrade in your wave management. The team really seemed to like fire on all cylinders. So I guess it's probably like a really hard diagnosis. But what do you think is like different between Split One and like now Split Two?
Uh, are you implying I'm playing worse, or
No, no, no. I'm saying you're playing better. You upgraded in your AD carry role. We saw that like culmination leading to you guys going to finals, but it's not, continuing to play out that way. So like, what's different?
I mean, split one was really short, so it's like a small sample size. But I mean, we're just playing much better than as a team and as individuals. So I'd say, um, I'd say individuals are playing a lot worse than normal, and then our practice it was for like this split. It was for like 3 or 4 weeks where I guess we had like a really big slump. So I'd say people playing worse when it affected everyone and kind of spread out, and everyone was playing really bad, and we're trying to recover from that. And honestly, I thought we did when we had like a decent week of scrims, but we lost today, so clearly still some problems.
I guess more like on a personal level for yourself, because you've been like through a lot of ups and downs in your career. How do you tend to like get out of these slumps? Are you like the Korean style where you just grind 18 hours like between scrims and solo queue and stuff, or do you try to do other stuff like physical exercise? Like how do you get out of or try to attempt to get out of slumps?
Yeah, so I think in my case, I don't think I've been playing pretty bad. I mean, I've been playing fine, I would say. Like some good moments, sometimes I mess up, so pretty up and down. But I'd say, how would I say it? I don't think I'm personally in a slump. I think the team is, so I just have to keep doing my job and stay patient, stay calm, because sometimes I do get really tilted when like we're playing poorly and stuff. So I've just been focusing on making sure at least I play well and trust that the team will pick themselves back up.
That's a very PG way of getting around that answer. Like team friendly way more than PG, because I think I asked Quid a similar question. He pointed more fingers than the team's not playing well, but you know,
I
um,
want to see them.
what's up?
I want to see that. I'm gonna watch the interview after.
Yeah, more about like the format of the split. I know this format was like really weird where it changed right before the split started. How much attention do you guys like as a team or you personally pay attention to like, oh, the format is like fearless versus not fearless versus like best of ones versus best of threes versus like group or not? Does that make a difference? I know it makes a difference in your practice. Do you feel like that actually affects you guys?
I mean, well, the biggest changes were Fearless came back, so everyone basically swapped back to Fearless in scrims instead of doing like non-Fearless in scrims. So that was a big change, and I prefer that. As for the format, I didn't really pay too much attention. I think it's kind of weird because you have like what one round robin where you get seeded and then you go into a group stage, which we're in right now, which basically makes the first few weeks irrelevant almost. Like I don't think the seeding played too much impact. So wasted the first few weeks, and then we had like a short 2 series or three series to decide your playoffs. So I thought it was kind of weird. Not a big fan, but I don't pay too much attention. I just play.
All right, I have an interesting statistic that you might be aware of, but 100 Thieves 2024 spring, you guys finished fourth. 100 Thieves
Mhm.
2024 summer, you guys finished third, make it to Worlds. 100 Thieves 2025 split one, you guys finished second. You know, following the trajectory, how are you guys gonna like win MSI?
We win MSI. I mean, I hope we win MSI, but honestly, I mean, yeah, I was aware of it. Ever since we finished second last split, it was kind of like clear to us there was a trend. So we're like, next time we're gonna win. So hopefully we win this split.
All right, I'm looking forward to see you playing Shopify in the finals. We can have
The
more banger
Shopify,
series.
not Shopify. They're too
The
good.
the what? Oh, maybe not
They're too.
Shopify. Well, I'm a Shopify fan, so I have to. Anyways, thanks for the interview and good luck in your best. I think you're guaranteed either third or fourth, so you have to play like the lower bracket, right?
Yeah, from what I know, yeah, we're in the lower bracket, so we don't have extra life. I think, but I don't pay attention.
Either way, good luck whether it's versus Lion or DSG.
Thank you.
It's always so awkward for me, like interviewing the opponents of Shopify, because like if we lose, I'm super sad, and then I'm like tilted at the player that beat us. Although I think I do a pretty good job just because I'm used to Shopify losing. But then like when we win like this, I'm like super hyped about the win, and then I'm interviewing Ayla, and at the same time, it's like I just want to talk about what Shopify did well. It's like really awkward. So maybe I should just like stop interviewing um the opponents when we have like a super cool win. Um, it's something to think about. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Eyla was like not happy, and I didn't mean to imply that he wasn't playing well. My thing was like, you're playing well, and like FBI is playing well. So what's going on? Like you guys upgraded, and you're playing worse than usual. That was kind of what I wanted to ask, and I think maybe he's a little sensitive, or from all the times he's heard people saying he's not playing well. But yeah, Ayla's a beast right now. Just hopefully I do better in the next interview.